Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and after 14 months, we're so happy to have you with us for a live in-person concert. Can I just let the people at home know that you're here? Thank you. If you're tuning in at home, thank you for joining us today. This is a very moving time for all of us. It's, like I said, been 14 months since we've had an audience in our house. In February of 2020 is the last time we filled this house, so it's a little... Please excuse us if we're a little bit rusty. I just am feeling very moved right now. I want to thank Kutztown University and Dr. Hawkinson for helping us bring this back to life. They're in the audience tonight. Thank you, he and his wife. I also want to thank the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts. Without them, we wouldn't be able to afford our artists today. Yes, please applaud that. I also want to thank many of you who were in a position to do so, gave some donations to help us also get off the ground, and we thank you as well. So please give for all those that gave donations. Yes. So this is the first of 3 Fridays that we're doing this, and we were hoping to do this outside, which hopefully the weather will permit us to do so next week. But we're glad that we're able to still continue, and we had a small enough audience we were able to keep it capped so we can have some of you inside with us today, and that's very exciting. So before we get on to today's show, I just want to remind you, next week on April 23rd, we have Living Standards. They'll be doing jazz music to 60s and 70s popular music. And then on the 30th, we have a double feature with De Tierra Caliente. They're going to be doing a Latin dance party. And we also have Sharp Dance Company doing some contemporary ballet, again, behind this building, weather permitting. So today, we are excited to be kicking off our series, Arts Alive, with a group that has released 3 albums, completed 2 international tours, and played hundreds of shows across the U.S. Their music is typically classified as traditional Irish, but they also incorporate pieces of other genres, including folk and world music influences. Please welcome to our stage, Poor Man's Gambit.
Thank you very much. We are Poor Man's Gambit, and it is unbelievably fantastic to be here with a live audience today. Go ahead, yes, give it up. It's been far too long, and it's amazing the things that we take for granted until all of a sudden we don't have them. So live music, from our perspective of providing it to probably your perspective to being able to enjoy it in person, has definitely been, at least for me, one of the most missed things over the past 14 months. But anyway, hopefully we are most of the way through that dark tunnel, a little bit ways left to go. But anyway, we're going to enjoy this time while we have it. And we started off with a few Irish jigs. The first is called The Nickel-Plated Shoe, which was one of my first compositions, probably composed that when I was 17, and then back into a few traditional jigs, the second being the Gaelic Club, and the third was the Jig of Slurs. So we're going to continue now with one called The Rocky Road to Dublin.
In the merry month of May, back from my home I started up the hills of Toomolly, broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, grief and tears to smother them off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, got to start a blackthorn, the banished ghosts and goblins in a new pair of brogues, rattling all the bogs and frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the heaven turner down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, in Mullen earnest night I rested in so we started by daylight next morning bright and early, took a drop of the pure, keep my heart from sinking, that's the petty's cure. When he's on the drink and see the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me darling styles, would set her heart a bubble and asked where I was hired, wages I required till I was almost tired, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the heaven turner down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, mark for Alley Road. In Dublin next to ride, I thought it such a pity to be soon deprived of you, a lad fine city decided to take a stroll, all among the quality bundle it was stole, in a neat locality something crossed me mind, when I looked behind no bundle could I find, upon me stared, go wobbling inquiring for her own, said me Connacht Brug, it wasn't much in vogue, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the heaven turner down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, back for Alley Road. From there I got away, me speed it's never fain, and landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me roared, said that no room had he when I jumped aboard. Cabin found for Paddy down among the pigs, did some hearty rigs, danced some hearty jigs, waltzed around me bubbling one off to Holyhead. Wish myself was dead or better for instead, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the heaven turner down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, back for Alley Road. The The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Temper I was losing, poor old Erin's Isle. They began abusing her on me, so says I shall leave I'll fly. Galway boys were nigh, so I was a hobbling in with a loud hooray. Jumped into the fray and quickly cleared the way. On the rocky road, the double and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the head and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to double and Mac for Hollyrod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to double and back for Hollyrod.
So as you know, we play mostly Irish music, and often Scottish music and sometimes French Canadian or Cape Breton music will get lumped in with that. So I'm actually going to start this next set with a Scottish dance called a strathspey, which you may know or you may not. You're probably already familiar with like jigs and reels, maybe even hornpipes. But a strathspey is a type of Scottish dance. So I'm going to start the set with that. It's called The Sweetness of Mary, and then I'm going to go into a couple of jigs.
Deirdre Lockman on fiddle, everybody. So as Brian mentioned, we do have several CDs out and available. So most of the material that we're doing up here is probably off of our most recent album, which was released just in time for the pandemic. Yes, it was great. We had all these wonderful shows lined up, a bunch of festivals, and right before St. Patrick's Day, the biggest day of our year, everything kind of took a nosedive. But, it happens, and anyway, we have a bunch of CDs available that are left over that did not get sold at those shows. So if anybody's interested, come talk to us after, or you can check it out on our website, which is poormansgambit.com. This next song actually is from not the most recent album, but the one before that. It's called The Newry Highwayman, and it's one of those songs where if you look it up online, there's probably 500 different versions, and we kind of just were inspired to add to that collection with our own. So here is The Newry Highwayman.
In Newry town I was bred and born, in Stephen's Green now I lie and scorn. I served me time at the saddler's trade, I was and always was a rove and blade. At 17 I took a wife, I loved a Deirdre that I loved my life, and so to keep her both fine and gay, I went to her robbing on, I robbed the King's Highway. I've never robbed a poor man yet, or lately caused anyone to fret, but I've robbed lords and ladies fine, and carried gold home, gold to my delight. I robbed Lord Baldwin, I do declare, and Lady Manswell up in Governor Square, closed my shutters and bade them good night, and carried gold home, gold to my delight. Covent Garden I made my way, with my dear wife for to see the play. The Fielding's men there did me pursue, and I was taken by that crew. My father cried, my darling son, my wife she wept, and now I am undone. My mother tore her grey locks and cried, it's in the cradle, there you should have died. When I am dead, I want for my grave a flashy funeral, pray let me have 6 highwaymen for to carry me. Oh, give them broadswords, and sweet liberty. Give them broadswords, and sweet liberty. Give them broadswords, and sweet liberty. Give them broadswords and sweet liberty. Thank you.
So those are a couple of reels, a couple of my favorites that I've been playing for a long time. The first one is called Jeans, and the second one is Frank's. We're going to go into a slower tune now, one that Corey wrote with a friend of his. It's a waltz, and it's called The Second Goodnight.
Are you having fun? I know you're there. I can't see you, but I know you're there.
We know you're going wild, dancing in the
Yes, I can see. Anyway, I'm from Milan, Italy. By the way. Yes, why is that fun? And I fell in love with Irish music and I moved to Ireland and I ended up living there for 20 years. But something I didn't know about Ireland before going there, it was the weather. Coming from sunny Italy, I didn't realize it was gonna rain and rain and rain. And then I thought, this country is so beautiful and people are so friendly, but it rains all the time and it's pretty depressing. But then Irish people have the music, and that's what keeps them alive. That's what I thought. And this set of tunes we're gonna play, it's a title track of our new album. It's called The Land of Sunshine. And I think the sunshine in Ireland is their music, and that's what brings in. So we're bringing sunshine to you today. It might be sunny outside while we're playing this tune. Thank you. Are you ready to sing? So this next song, it's a song actually when I lived in Ireland, I used to hear a lot in the pubs. It's called Wild Mountain Time, or Go Lassie Go. So if you know, you might recognize it. Yeah, if you want to sing along.
The lyrics are, we're making Fed intro this and he doesn't even sing the song. It's will you go, lassie go, and we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme. All around the blooming heather. You try saying the words without singing it.
We haven't played a live show in a long time, folks. We're working on it.
So, at least you can join on Will You Go, Lassie Go.
You guys know what you're doing, right? Okay, you got that.
And the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
I will build my love a bower by yon clear crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go?
And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And if my true love, she's gone, I would surely find no other where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together lassie go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie go? Will you go, lassie go?
I will go, laddie, go.
Thank you very much. I think we've got time for one more. Before we do, we've got a few thank yous we'd like to give out. So first, can we get a big round of applause for Kutztown University, Kutztown, or KU Presents, Brian for putting everything together, the whole team. Thank you very much, guys, for helping welcome us back into the era of live music. Can we also get a big round of applause for Damien from Blue Chip Sound back there? We wouldn't sound quite the same to you folks who are here, and we haven't yet acknowledged the folks who are watching the live stream, so we hope you're enjoying it as well. We were driven indoors today due to the weather outside, so I'm not sure if you were hoping to make it here today but then couldn't because of the weather, or if you're just far away. But it'd be cool to just, I don't know what platform we're streaming on, but if you want to just drop a comment as to where you're watching from, that'd be neat to see, how far this has spread. If you're curious as to who's playing up here for you, we are Poor Man's Gambit. On your left, my right, we have Mr. Federico Betti, all the way from Milan, Italy, on guitar and fiddle. On your right, you have Ms. Deirdre Lockman from Allentown, Pennsylvania, on fiddle and vocals.
And playing everything else up here is Corey Purcell from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
As I said, we do have some CDs available and some other merchandise, so t-shirts if you feel like wearing our logo and whatnot. I'm not sure how we're handling merch here, but if you stick around, if you're interested, I'm sure we'll hook you up. This last one is called Mormon Braes, and it's about a mountain range in Scotland and kind of leaving behind everything that you want to and moving on to something better. So we're kind of looking at it as our song out of the pandemic. So here we go with Mormon Braes. Thank you very much, folks. Have a great rest of your night.
As I got down to Strickton town, I heard a fair maid mourning, and she was making sair complaint of her true love ne'er returning. So fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, where at oft times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, for it's there I lost my dear. There's as good fish in the sea as anyone yet taken, so I cast my net and try again, for I'm only once forsaken. So fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, where at oft times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, for it's there I lost my dear. Many a horse has snapped and fain, and risen again full rarely, and many a lass has lost her love and found another right early. So fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, where at oft times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormon Braes, for it's there I lost my dear. put on my good old green, for as I forsake and token I will let the young lads know that the bonds of love are broken. So fare thee well, ye Mormont braves, when tough times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormont braves, for it's there I lost my dear. I'll return to Strickland town, where I was born and raised, and I'll find another fine girl to marry me in the morning. So fare thee well, ye Mormont braves, where tough times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormont braves, for it's there I lost my dear. Mormont braves, where tough times I've been cheery, and fare thee well, ye Mormont braves, for it's there I lost my dearie. Thanks again, folks, for Poor Man's Gambit. We really appreciate you being our guinea pigs here for one of our first live shows back. We hope you had a good time. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.